Welcome students. Today we will study about Indian climate. In this chapter we have already learnt about climatic type of India and the factors affecting it. With that we also learned climatic seasons and their characteristic. We have learnt about 3 seasons and their characteristic. Still we have to learn about retreating monsoon season. And with that, distribution of rainfall in India. So you remember that climatic type of India we have completed, factors also we have completed, climatic seasons and their characteristic. 3 seasons we have learnt about it. Okay. Those 3 seasons we have learnt it, and now we are going to learn about the last season, and with that distribution of rainfall in India we will be learning. Now before learning about retreating monsoon season, first we will learn what we have learned in the previous session. Previous session, the first I taught you about, India has tropical monsoon climate. The reason for that, major part of India lies in tropical zone, and Indian climate is greatly influenced by monsoon climate. So that is the reason why India has tropical monsoon climate. First we learn this. Next we learned about the factors. 4 factors we learned: location, water bodies, relief features, and the last one, monsoon season. These were the 4 factors. After that we learned about the season and its characteristic. We learned that 4 seasons are there. And the first one is we learnt about winter season. Winter season starts from December and comes to an end in the month of February. So that is December to February. And in the winter season, the most important point you have to remember about sun rays. The sun rays falls vertically over southern hemisphere. India gets oblique sun rays, and you will see temperature and the humidity will be low, the sky will be clear, and the north will have cool climate and the southern will have warm climate. We will see dew, fog, and few in the mountain region we will see heavy snowfall. These are the things what we learned in the winter season. And we receive 2% of rainfall. And the next one is we learned about the summer season. In the summer season, same thing, first sun rays. Sun rays falls vertically over northern hemisphere. Due to that, India will have high temperature, and the climate will be hot, dry and sultry. And we receive here 10% of rainfall. And the most important, few places during the summer season they will receive rainfall. What is that rainfall called as? Convectional rainfall. Convectional rainfall occurs due to local heating. And only few places in India receives the rainfall, and they are called in different name. Now children, tell me, in Uttar Pradesh what it is called as? Andes. And next, West Bengal, Kala Baisakhi. And in Kerala, mango shower. In Karnataka, coffee blossom. So summer season we have completed. After summer season we learnt about which season? Rainy season. Rainy season is also called as what? Southwest monsoon season. During the season you will see wind is blowing towards southwest. So that's the reason why we call it as southwest monsoon season. As the summer season comes to an end, the temperature will rise. Due to that, low pressure will rise in central India. High pressure will rise in Indian Ocean. Due to this, the wind will start moving towards southwest, and it start moving towards the India. So that is why this season we also call it Southwest Monsoon season. Now we will learn about retreating monsoon season. In early October, due to the decrease of temperature, the low pressure will be converted into high pressure. You remember, when I say high temperature, you will see low pressure. When I say low temperature, high pressure. Opposite. You should remember opposite. So, first thing is, in the landmass, I am talking about our landmass. The landmass, if you see, the temperature is low. And then, the pressure will be high on the landmass. Remember this. Temperature is low. High pressure is there on the landmass. You will have low temperature and high pressure on the landmass. In the water body, what we will see is low pressure will be developed, and that you will find in Bay of Bengal. Due to this, the wind which was blowing towards southwest will change its direction and start moving towards northeast. So that is the reason the retreating monsoon season is also called as northeast monsoon season. Is that clear, sir? In the early October, what will happen? There will be low temperature will be developed. With that, low pressure in the landmass. The next one is on the water body you will see is high pressure you will see. That is on Bay of Bengal. Due to this, the wind which was blowing in the southwest direction will change its direction and start moving towards northeast. So, the season can also be called as northeast monsoon season. This picture will help you to understand better. So, remember first about the rainy season. So, in the rainy season, I taught you about that as the summer season comes to an end, there will be raise in the temperature. As the temperature raises, you can see that here in the central part of India will develop low pressure. Is that clear, children? Temperature is raising. In the central part, we develop low pressure. And Indian Ocean will have high pressure. Due to this, the wind starts blowing towards southwest side. The direction of the wind will start moving towards southwest direction. So, due to this, we get southwest monsoon season. Is that clear, children? Now, next. Here, we will learn now about retreating monsoon season. In this, what will happen is here, the water body where I told you, we have high pressure. Here you will have low pressure now. Okay. Here I told you, you have high pressure. During the rainy season I told you, high pressure. Now in the water body you will have low pressure. Here I told you, low pressure. In the rainy season I told you, low pressure. Now here it is developed into high pressure. Is that clear, children? Once again I will explain to you about northeast trade winds. So first thing is, remember here, the wind was blowing towards southwest direction. The wind is blowing towards the southwest direction. Now what will happen is, here they develop high pressure. Before it was low pressure, now it is converted into high pressure. The reason is because in early October we see there is a low temperature. Due to that low temperature, here we will have high pressure. And here we have low pressure. So landmass has high pressure, whereas water body has low pressure. Due to this, the wind which was blowing towards the southwest direction will change its direction and start moving towards northeast. Is that clear? They start blowing towards northeast. Is that clear? Now all of you are able to understand. So remember here you have to remember low pressure. Here you have to say high pressure. Here you will say high pressure. Water body will be low pressure. Is that clear, children? Now you are able to understand this? The next we will see the annual rainfall. What we receive during the season is only 13%. And you will also see the coast of Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Odisha will get rainfall during this season. And the most important, we also get a tropical cyclones during this period. During retreating monsoon season, we have tropical cyclones. And these will mainly affect east coast. They will damage the east coast. So here you can see, first the tropical cyclones will mainly develop in Bay of Bengal. They develop in the Bay of Bengal and start moving towards the east coast. Can you see this east coast? So first they will affect Tamil Nadu and then Andhra and Odisha. So mainly these are the east coast are mainly damaged during this period due to tropical cyclones which are developed in the Bay of Bengal. The next we will learn about distribution of rainfall. A distribution of rainfall we can broadly divide into 3 zones. We will divide them into 3 zones. The first zone is area with low rainfall, and next one is area with a medium rainfall, area with a heavy rainfall. So these are the 3 broad zones regarding the distribution of rainfall in India. The first we will learn about area with low rainfall, that is less than 50 centimeter of rainfall. And all of you know, it is mainly in desert region where we receive less rainfall. And Thar desert is located in Rajasthan. So remember, Rajasthan and adjoining areas you can mention. So that is Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab. So these are the places, if you remember, it's very easy to mention about those places which receive less than 50 centimeters. The Western Ghats is located in Gujarat, Thar desert, then Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab. These are the places where we receive less rainfall, as well as don't forget to mention about the rain shadow area of Western Ghats. So these are the places you have to mention. But that most important, where we receive least rainfall in India, if you see, Ruli in Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer of Rajasthan. Jaisalmer is located in Rajasthan, where we receive least rainfall, and that is 8.3 centimeters. So the easy way to remember where we get less than 50 centimeter of rainfall is, remember, desert region. Desert region is in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan and adjoining areas. So you have to mention these places: Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab. So if you mention these places, with that you also have to mention the rain shadow area of Western Ghats. And the least rainfall where we receive is Jaisalmer, which is located in Rajasthan, and only we receive 8.3 centimeter of rainfall. The next one is where we have medium rainfall, and that is 50 to 100 centimeter. So here if you see, it is extended from northern Punjab to Cape of Kanyakumari. So extended from northern Punjab to Cape of Kanyakumari. And remember, it will be broader towards the north. As it is moving towards the peninsular plateau, it will become narrow. It is narrow. So it will be narrow in between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So a area with a medium rainfall is 50 to 100 centimeter, and this is extended from North Punjab to Cape of Kanyakumari, and the peninsular plateau where it is narrow between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. And the next we are learning about heavy rainfall region. Heavy rainfall region, already I mentioned about a place where we receive heavy rainfall. You remember about those? Now before learning that, we will learn about 4 separate belts which are divided on the basis of this heavy rainfall. The first one is Western Ghats, where we receive heavy rainfall. Next one is Jammu Hills, which is moving towards Himachal Pradesh, Northern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. So these are the places where we will see heavy rainfall. Two belt I have mentioned. The first one is narrow belt in Western Ghats and the second belt is Jammu Hills through Himachal Pradesh, Northern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. And the fourth one, children, we have to learn third and fourth belt. So here you remember Eastern India, Masimram, that is located in Meghalaya, which receives heavy rainfall. And the next one is Western Coast and Western side of Western Ghats. So these are the four belts you have to remember about area which receives heavy rainfall. And here you will see that the rainfall will be above 100 to 200 centimeters. That is 100 to 200 centimeters of rainfall we will see in these places. So first I told you in this what are the four belt it is. So which one was the first one I taught you about? Narrow. So remember narrow belt in Western Ghats. And next one is from Jammu Hills. It is Himachal Pradesh, North Uttar Pradesh, it is Bihar and West Bengal. And the third belt, northeastern India, Masimra, where we receive heavy rainfall. And the next one, Western Coast and Western side of Western Ghats. So these are the four belts you have to remember, area where we receive heaviest rainfall. Is that clear, children? The next we will start with the map. So this map will help you to understand better and it will help you to understand about distribution of rainfall. Distribution of rainfall, remember, the first we learned about area where we receive low rainfall. So area, if you see where we receive low rainfall is the Kutch. These places, Thar Desert and Punjab and Haryana. So these are the places where we receive a less rainfall. So you have to remember, and I have told you about one particular place, Jaisalmer in Rajasthan receives least rainfall, that is 8.3 centimeter. So you have to remember this. So area where we receive low rainfall. Next we started learning about the moderate rainfall, that is medium rainfall where we receive. I told you it is starting from northern Punjab to Cape of Kanyakumari. From northern Punjab to Cape of Kanyakumari. So if you see in the north it will be broader. As it is coming to the peninsular plateau, it will be narrow. That is because the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. The next we learnt about where do we receive heavy rainfalls, which are the area we receive heavy rainfall, that is 100 to 200 centimeters and above, you can mention it. So remember those places are, mainly you have to remember northeastern states. The next one is Western Ghats and Western Coastal Plains. And after that you have to remember those places where we receive heavy rainfalls. Is that clear? So these are the very clear picture which will help you to understand better. Next, we will start with the assignment. Before we start with the assignment, what we have learned in the session, once again we'll try to recall it. So first one is, remember, we learned about retreating monsoon season. In that you have to remember high pressure and low pressure. So remember here, high pressure is developed on the landmass and low pressure is developed on the water body, that is Bay of Bengal. So due to that, a wind which was blowing towards southwest direction will change its direction and move towards northeast direction. So retreating monsoon season can also be called as northeast monsoon season. And here you have to remember how much percent of rainfall we receive here, and the most important, tropical cyclones. Tropical cyclones takes place due to the depression in Bay of Bengal. When the depression is caused in the Bay of Bengal, it damaged the east coast of India. That is mainly Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Odisha. These are the places which are affected by the Bay of Bengal depression. That is tropical cyclones. So this is what we learned in the retreating monsoon season. And next one is we learned about the distribution of rainfall. So remember 3 distribution of rainfall. Place where we receive low rainfall and medium rainfall and heavy rainfall. So these are the things what you have to remember, what I have taught you in this lesson. Now we will start with the assignment. First assignment. Explain the retreating monsoon season. So here you are going to explain detailedly about retreating monsoon seasons. And I will show you the slide of retreating monsoon season which will help you to understand better what and all you have to write it. So remember, in the early October you can see that there is a decrease in temperature. So where there was a low pressure, that is gradually changing into or replacing into high pressure. So this sort of changes, the temperature and the pressure, what changes are taking place, that is taking place on the landmass. Remember, it is taking place on the landmass. And you will see that low pressure area is developed over Bay of Bengal. So in the water body, what pressure has been developed? The low pressure. This is what you are going to explain. After that you will mention the wind changing its direction. First it is blowing towards southwest. Later it starts blowing towards the northeast. You have to give the reason for it. And then it is called as northeast monsoon season. And this picture, you don't have to draw this picture. With the help of this picture, you will be able to explain that answer better. The next we will learn about the second assignment here. The second assignment you have to write, say the second question. Which place in India gets the highest rainfall? Tell me children, which place we get the highest rainfall? Already I told you, in this 4 belt it has been mentioned. Next slide you can see where do we receive the high rainfall region. That is Maasandra, where we receive the heaviest rainfall in India. Though they have mentioned the 4 belt, but you have to mention only one place in that where we receive heavy rainfall, and that is Maasandra, which is located in Meghalaya. The next one, third assignment, we will learn about which area received the least rainfall in India is. You have to remember which place it was. You have to remember Jaisalmer in Rajasthan, which receives 8.3 centimeter of rainfall. Is that clear, children? Now, fourth question. Which are the 3 major rainfall regions into which India can be divided? Okay, which are those 3 you have to mention. Seeing this map, you will understand better. But remember, I showed you a slide. I don't want you to draw the map, but you are going to write what I have showed you in the slide. That is distribution of rainfall. You have to take that slide and show this. Don't draw the map. You have to write this. Which are the 3 distribution of rainfall. Is that clear, children? So this will help you to understand better. And still, if you are not able to understand, you see the map and you will learn better. Is that clear, children? I think assignment all of you understood? Okay. So this is the end of this session. Thank you, children. And next session, we will start with a new lesson.